Hey everyone, and welcome to our countdown of the most haunted places on Earth. Get ready for a trip into the unknown, where ghosts hang around and the past just won't stay buried. We're going to open doors that have been shut for ages, step into unseen worlds, and face the scary stories tied to these spooky spots. Get ready for some serious goosebumps as we dive into the darkness and uncover the creepy truth behind these haunted places. Number 9, the Tower of London. It's been a fortress, a palace, and a prison. Its stones hold centuries of sadness, echoing with the screams of those who died inside. Anne Boleyn, executed for treason, is said to walk the grounds. Her sad ghost reminds us of the tower's bloody history. Some say they see her ghost floating through the White Tower, her head tucked under her arm, always looking for the peace she never found when she was alive. But she's not alone. The tower guards tell stories of freezing cold drafts, whispers from nowhere, and shadowy figures hiding in the dark. High in the Colorado mountains is the Stanley Hotel, a famous spot for paranormal activity. This big old hotel inspired Stephen King's scary book, The Shining, and it's supposed to be full of restless spirits. Room 217, where Stephen King had his own spooky experience, is a real hotspot for ghostly stuff. Guests have reported hearing laughter from nowhere, lights flickering on and off, and even the ghostly sounds of kids playing in the middle of the night. Could it be the ghosts of people who stayed there before, trapped forever? Or is something even creepier hiding just out of sight? Eastern State Penitentiary is a scary reminder of a dark time in America. Inside these crumbling prison blocks, a chilling silence hangs in the air, broken only by the echoes of footsteps and whispers of tortured souls. Prisoners who went crazy from being alone and hopeless still wander the halls, their pain soaked into the walls. Cold spots, voices from thin air, and even full-on ghosts have been seen inside. The spirits of those who suffered here are stuck forever in the place of their torment. The Queen Mary, once a fancy ship, now sits in Long Beach, California, but her steel hull hides a spooky past. Sad things happened on this ship, from accidents to stories of a sailor crushed to death by a heavy door in the engine room. They say his screams still echo through the lower decks, a chilling reminder of the ship's dark secrets. People have seen a lady in white, thought to be the ghost of a first-class passenger who died tragically on a voyage. Deep in Louisiana is the Myrtles Plantation, a beautiful old estate with a dark secret. Slaves suffered terrible things here, and their souls can't find peace even in death. One ghost, named Chloe, is said to haunt the plantation, wanting revenge for how she died. Visitors say they've seen her reflection in mirrors, felt unseen, hands touch them, and heard the rustle of her dress as she moves through the halls. Under the busy streets of Paris is a maze of death. The Catacombs, a giant underground graveyard with the bones of over 6 million people, stretch for miles beneath the city. The air feels heavy with death, a constant reminder that life is short. Whispers, shadows, and voices from nowhere seem to come from the depths, like the spirits of the dead are trying to talk to us. Some visitors say they felt something following them, unseen eyes watching their every move. The ancient Ram Inn in Gloucestershire, England, is a place where the line between our world and the ghost world seems very thin. Once a priest's home, this old building is supposed to be a hotspot for paranormal activity. Legend says it sits on an ancient burial ground, and the spirits buried there aren't happy. Guests have said they've been touched, scratched, and even moved by unseen forces. The air gets heavy with fear, and a feeling of being watched is everywhere. Aokigahara Forest, also called the Suicide Forest, is at the bottom of Mount Fuji in Japan. This dark, creepy forest has become a place where people go to end their lives, and the sadness and despair hang in the air. They say the ghosts of those who died here wander around, lost and unable to find peace. People visiting have seen shadowy figures among the trees, heard cries for help, and felt an overwhelming sense of dread. Near Venice is Poveglia Island, a place covered in darkness and despair. Used as a quarantine zone and a place to bury plague victims, the island is said to be haunted by the spirits of those who died there in agony. Legend says over 160,000 people died on the island, their bodies burned and thrown into mass graves. Visitors have felt a terrible sense of dread, heard screams and moans in the wind, and even been attacked by something they couldn't see. The Banff Springs Hotel, a huge castle-like hotel in the Canadian Rockies, is a place where luxury meets the supernatural. Guests have seen the ghost of a bride who died on her wedding day falling down the stairs. Her ghost still searches for her groom. Others have seen the ghost of a bellhop, still doing his job even in death, eager to help guests with a creepy smile. So, there you have it, the top 10 most haunted places in the world. Whether you believe in ghosts or not, these places are definitely creepy. But remember, this is just the beginning. The world is full of places where the line between our world and the next is blurry, where the past comes back to life and where the unexplained rules. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more spooky videos. We'll leave you with this thought. The next time you're somewhere dark and lonely, listen closely. You never know who or what might be listening back.